Boom, 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 boom. Just one moment. It's updating and redirecting. Okay, so cool. Bootcamp is live, going good on there. So, ooh. All right. So I just want to make sure we are still live here on YouTube and this YouTube University, right? So good stuff to deal with, good stuff to do. All right, so I'm gonna go back to Gamma. Let me share my screen again so that we can go do that, right? So I'm gonna go back to Gamma, share, and let's see, take this out. And what I want to do is get rid of that floaty thing. Boom. And go to Gamma. All right. So we had Introduction to AI for the 50 plus community, right? Comprehensive, right? Understanding the basics, data processing, enhanced marketing. These are the things that it had created for you. And you could change them. You can move them around. You don't have to go with what's here. You can put it in a list view. And then it tells you, hey, can I move the introduction? I can move this to, I can put understanding first and then do introduction. I mean, you really can move them around. Real cool stuff, right? And this is in Gamma, right? And so there's an AI feature here, edit with AI. So I can actually not even touch it and let it edit itself. That's what's so powerful about this thing, right?
Wow.
I save my time for viewing the information to make sure it's crispy, clean, and concise, that it has all the major information that I need, right? So in this comprehensive ebook, we'll guide you through the world of artificial intelligence and how it can enrich your life, whether you're already in the workforce, running a small business, or simply looking to enhance your everyday tasks. This ebook will provide you with the knowledge and tools to harness the power of AI. Get ready to unlock a new era of productivity, convenience, and personalized experience tailored specifically for the 50 plus community. Boom. That's a nice intro, if I should say so myself. Understanding the basics. AI is rapidly evolving the fields, transforming the way we live, work. All right. You'll learn how a system can process. This is good insight. It's not using any fluffy words, any goofy words. You're going to be amazing. Hallucinations there, right? Systems can quickly analyze, automate, personalize, and enhance. Those are the 4 words that you really need, right? So that's really cool. And then it goes into how. Okay. I showed you designer, how you can do that. Now I showed you Gamma, how you can do that. I showed you ChatGPT, how you can do that. I told you about it. And we also use Perplexity so we can dial down to what we need. Then I showed you AppSumo, where you can actually process the information that you have and then go and put your information in a press release or give them a link to this ebook so that now they capture your information, you capture their information, and you move forward. I showed you how you can use Switchery to actually go and get leads so you can market to your people using this stuff, right? And so again, you'll see that happening. Oh, I'm sorry, that's showing my YouTube live. Let me get back off of that right here. Okay, so these are all amazing opportunities for you. And this is just off of one simple prompt, you guys and ladies. One simple example that we used in class for one of the ladies that were here earlier. What is the best app to make ebooks? And we still haven't even went to Canva. Now in Canva, we got to create it. We got to write it. We got to bring in the information. Well, for me, I want this thing done today. I want to send my marketing out today. So here I am. I have this. And what's amazing, I could take this right here, right? I can copy it. I can go back to my home page, and say, you know what I want you to do? I want you to create me a website. Then I put the description. And then I just gotta change this up. Please create a 3-page website to support following. All right. The world of artificial intelligence and how it can enrich your daily life, whether you're already in the workforce running and harness the power of AI. Let's see. Please focus on the 3 areas, right? Three areas, right? New era of productivity, convenience, and personalized experience tailored specifically for the 50+ community. And then bam, it gives me my outline. I look at my outline. I say, okay, I like it. Harnessing the AI for productivity. It's going to do all that. That's cool. And then I say, yeah, let's do it. It does the same thing. Tells me, hey, what theme you want to work? Let's go with pretty in pink, right? And I'm going to generate it.
And this is the website.
This is Gamma taking and creating a website. Yes.
Right.
And now look at your website. Take your hands off the wheel, self-directed. Boom. You can add another page if you want to. I asked for only a few pages, but I forgot that it does 8 pages, but I don't have to accept all 8 pages, and I can change them, right? And now I have this, and I can say, hey, I like that theme. What I want to do, I could publish this site, I could publish this page, I could preview it. So I want to preview so I can see how it's going to work. And this is how it will work. Discover how artificial, this is my landing page. Welcome to the AI revolution. Harnessing AI
Wow.
convenience.
That's pretty cool.
It's amazing. You know how much time it would take for me to just think this up? And look at the color
Yeah.
code. Look at
Yeah. And then,
it
yeah.
generated an AI image.
Yeah.
Same
And
time.
then, okay.
Go ahead.
And so then you can also just go back and put your book up here too, right?
Yeah, you can go in and add whatever you want. This is just your template. This is just the preview. You can add video. You can have a welcome. You can have your buy button. You can put your other stuff there, right? It's all set up for you. And this was just based on one particular theme. And you can also, see how's it going to look on your mobile. This is how it's going to look on your phone. Look at that. That's sharp. It took me all day to think of that. How's it going to look on my tablet, right? So if you're interested in learning about this and more deep and walk through specifically with me and understanding the details of all this kind of information, I invite you to come to a VIP. You'll see a link somewhere at the end of this video or on the page, wherever you see this video, either on YouTube, Facebook, or wherever you see it. And this 5-day is going to dig deep. And I'm going to walk you through the process, right? Because I want you to be able to do it yourself on your side with your information, not just me picking somebody randomly from the class. I picked Karen, she identified with it, and I just used her as an example. So I've been using her as a prototype all the way through. But what I will tell you, and I will show you in my presentation, that I've done this for a company because now I can help you take your business idea from concept thought all the way to ready to have customers buying in 48 hours or less using AI. We've been on this for a couple of hours. We have about 30 minutes left. And in the 30 minutes, I can have your YouTube channel up. I can have your Facebook page up. I can have um, your IG page up. I can have all that stuff ready with this same type of theme, black, pink, white, right? If that's your colors. And we could tell it customize it if we want to. But this is inside the same tool, y'all. The same tool. This is inside Gamma, right? And if I did my due diligence earlier when I was with ChatGPT, I've done all the cool stuff so I can actually get down to the nitty and the gritty. Because now I can say, okay, cool, write my ebook. And I can have it write the ebook, just the general information about my ebook, right?
Right.
I can say, write my ebook description so that I can have a 10-page, 2-page, 1-page, whatever the pages, ebook, or whatever the pages take, right? I can set that all up, take that description, pop it into Signer, pop it into Gamma, and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to rock and I'm ready to roll. And then I'm able to do all this stuff. And how much did it cost me? Whatever it cost for the app and a little bit of my time, but I didn't have to go and do all this stuff. And now I actually have a generated idea that I can make live today because all I have to do is say publish and then start driving traffic to that one particular thing. All right. So how is this working for you? Beverly, it looks like we're the only ones here. So what's your thought? Did you get any new information?
I did. I mean,
All right.
I did. It was very informative, and it just really opened up the understanding, seeing it firsthand, the possibility, because you almost walked us through the other end. So
Mm-hmm.
it was like taking an idea for an ebook and then showing us how to prompt it to create the ebook, and then you said to put it in to the switchery
Put the
for
link.
the link
Switchery is so that you can write a newsletter or you can write a
newsletter.
PR
Yeah,
piece of content that you can
right.
public, right? A news release.
For
Hey
press
guys,
release.
I'm doing
Right.
this, and this, and here's the link.
Yeah.
That way they
That
link
made
out of
it-
whatever to you.
Right. And then, the marketing piece and then creating that website. I thought that was pretty cool because you can come up with an idea and use the AI tools to help you
Do
flesh it out.
everything. Yep,
Yeah.
flesh it out. Now again,
Yeah.
if you want to go from scratch and do it yourself, have at it. But I'm trying to tell you, 48 hours or less, you have all this stuff done. And so imagine what it's going to do to your bottom line. So let's take it through the coaching, consulting for businesses to do this, right? Because now you're in business to help other people, but you got to do yourself first, right? So you go in and you start your company on Monday. By Friday, you're out all over the world. You got yourself out there, and people will start doing business with you. And when they start doing business with you, you start making money. That's a cool
Yeah.
way to start a new stream of income. And
Right.
I'm
So
wearing
if
this street, this shirt, Black Wall Street, on purpose. I want to give homage to and honor to my ancestors and to those who died to just have a business, right? Who decided that, okay, you don't want me to play with your ball. I'm going to go get my own ball and figure out my own play, and I'm going to set up my own place to play. They did that. They said, you know what? I want to take my ingenuity. I'm going to take my expertise. This is why I say elevate your expertise. Again, my whole thing is discover your tag, your talent, your ability, your gift, and put it to work in the earth. And the way you do that is through business, and when you take that idea, you could take just the thought. We started with Karen's thought
hmm
about this ebook, and now we have an actual business. So AI becomes the support, that assistant, that that virtual assistant. Now I can get somebody live, human in the loop, somewhere who is into research and review, editing, and I can have them edit all the stuff. Look at my website, make sure it's saying the right thing, make sure it's doing the right thing, make sure the words make sense, blah, blah, blah. Now, we already know, though, the iteration of today's ChatGPT 4.0 is amazing. And we don't know if this tool is actually working with ChatGPT 4 or 5. We don't know that yet. And a
You
big
mean gamma?
corporation don't have to tell us which level. They just said we're using ChatGPT. Just like Microsoft uses, um, uh, shoot, what the heck is Microsoft using? They
They
have their own AI, right? And so think about this. When they started and they said, hey, we're gonna blow the socks off the world with this thing called Deep Dream, right? It was an image creator from text that just phenomenized the world, right? It sucked. People hated it. They were like, oh my God, what the heck is it? And then people start seeing the beauty in something different, something they never ever seen before. And they started like embracing it. So I want to tell you guys, if you're brand new to this, embrace it because it is there for you. So in the comment section, if you're there live on the YouTube channel, hopefully you are, that will be posted later too. Put your chat down, put the comment, what is it that you want to learn about this stuff? Because I'm trying to tell you, it is just amazing all the things that you can do. Because all right, I talked to you about summarizing. You take some document, you can pop it in there and let it summarize the document. It'll break it down for you. Let's say you have a book and you really like, I don't like this book, it's too much. Now, let me go back to ChatGPT real quick. I want to show you guys something that we didn't cover earlier, but I just want to make note of it because this is what a lot of newbies, new people like yourselves, if you're new, I'm not talking about the 4, 5s, and 6s. I'm talking about the 2s and 1s and 3s, right? We'll go back here. Oh, what happened? Did we
Yeah,
just
so
disappear?
we're back.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
We froze somehow.
yeah. I didn't hear
Oh,
anything the last
okay.
thing you
Okay.
said.
All right. So what I'm doing, I'm going back to share on ChatGPT I didn't cover this earlier, but I want to show this to you real quick because it's so important to what I was just saying earlier, right? Are you seeing my screen, Beverly,
Yes,
for ChatGPT?
yes.
All right, good. So I'm going to 4.4. I'm going to 4 point. I'm going to 4.0. No, I'm going to 4. Right. Here's what people were doing. They were like, write me a book on cheese. And I was like, okay, writing a whole book might be quite a project, but I'll certainly give you an overview. Here's the overview, right? And why did it say that it might be a little bit overwhelming? Well, what kind of cheese? Go back to my early example. This is what people were doing. And then they're like, I'm going to write a book on it, and this is it. And they would take this and they write a book, and then they go, man, I can't get no sales. Man, this really sucks. That chat GPT is terrible, right? Because they didn't do the work, right? And look at all this stuff that it created without my help. It did all this stuff without me. But what I really need to do is a little bit more. So I'm going to take the same one and go to 4.0, right? Write me a book on cheese is what I did, right? I want to go to 4.0, start new. So you know it's not related. Pop it in there. Write me a book on cheese. Boom. Look what it did. It automatically knows a lot of stuff. And it went to all kind of stuff. Medieval, European, types of milk, varieties of cheese, cheese that I don't even know, cheese around the world, Middle East cheese, yesterday's cheese, what wines go with the cheese, beer and cheese paintings, pairings, excuse me, home cheese, cheesy just, cheesecake. What in the world is going on, y'all? Same prompt, way different result. Even gives me an appendix, a glossary of terms, countries, and recommended reading resources. Are you kidding me?
Mm.
Same prompt. and I gave it no other information. How powerful are you in the room when you know how to give it the right detailed information? I'll let that sink in for a second, right? So what I'm telling you is you got to learn prompt engineering if you don't learn anything else. Because anybody could come up with a list, anybody could come up with a checklist, anybody could have a little outline, anybody could have a little script. But if you can really like get in there and have a real conversation with this model, and remember, it's pre-trained to work directly with you. We talked about that earlier. It's pre-trained to do some really cool stuff. So let me get back to my presentation so we can get ready to close. What questions do you have or anything about what I just shared? All right, cool. I don't see any other questions. So let me go back to my presentation. Oops, I don't want to share my whole screen. Yeah, stop sharing. Do this better. I want to share my specific screen, right? Boom. So here's the thing. Tool tester, you can go there yourself, check it out. The link's right there. This is not my information. This is the world information, right? We are on the verge of ChatGPT 5. Okay. June 2018, I knew nothing of this technology. I heard the word. I was like, sounds good. And kept on moving. ChatGPT 1 was released. I think I'd be a genius right now because ChatGPT would have made me feel like a genius had I known it from the beginning. Have you ever met somebody and you thought, man, I wish I knew you the rest of my life, the best of my life, right? But you just didn't. So you got to go from there. Chat has become my friend, right? And then you see 2020, it just exploded twice, right? The beta came out to the public and then it was released everywhere. And then 3.5 we thought was amazing. Look what it could do. It could do this, it could do that, it could do this, it could do that. And then ChatGPT 4 came out and we like, oh my gosh, look at what it could do. It could do this, and this, and this, and this. And now we're in 2024 and we have 4.0 waiting for the release of 5. This is amazing. So we're sitting there, we're thinking about things, we're getting history, and we're like, don't let history repeat itself, right? So let me tell you a story as we close, right? So on the right-hand side, all the way in the purple, is my friend Terry, who had this business and she had this t-shirt business. It's been sitting kind of like hanging out in the background of her life. And she called me one time and she was like, hey, I'm excited about it. And then she kind of stopped. And then she called me again. But when she called me this time, I was equipped with information on how I could use AI to empower her with her business. And I said, let me help you really get this thing off the ground. So she was like, what do you mean? I said, well, first of all, you got a couple of t-shirts made and that's great, but nobody knows who you are. We need to do some other different things. So I met with her and she said, well, I have this logo, but I can't use it because the company making me pay $60 a month to maintain my relationship with them. And they basically owned her logo, Faith Motion. I was like, yo, let me see if I could duplicate that and get it back in your hand. So I used Canva, broke it apart, and was able to take and find the colors, identified the colors, came up with some other type of swirls that was really close, and actually just kind of like reverse engineered her logo and gave her an opportunity to start her own business with her own logo built from scratch using Canva and its AI tool. So I want to give you, I want to, push you down that lane when it comes to that. So she can move her apparel business online. She's a secret agent. Nobody knows she's there. She had like 2 pictures, no Facebook page, no YouTube page, no IG page. I mean, she had nothing. Okay. And right now we're in the middle of that, right? So I said, okay, cool. So let's get you a thumbnail out there first. and get you your first 5 videos out on YouTube, because that's what you need to do to even tell YouTube that you're in business. Okay. And as you can see down on the right-hand side, I actually created the F and the M inside the little swirly things and came up with a way to recreate. I had to rewrite everything and recreate it using the pen and all kinds of cool stuff to get her the FM in the middle and get the swirly and get the faith motion to be the color she wanted and all this kind of stuff, and help her have her Faith Man apparel company off and started. And then I used AI to create a message about faith. She gave me a written document that I took to a voice generator, which is 11 Labs. Write that down if you haven't used it. It's amazing, right? 11 Labs. You hear about that a lot, so I'm not going to go there for that. But it's an AI tool where you can either clone your own voice or you can borrow voices and just pay for them. And so I paid for a downloaded voice that sounded pretty cool. It had a nice calm tone to it, and I can share that later if you need me to. I'll put it in the links probably of the show notes so you can check it out, right? And this is what I created for her so she looks like she's actually in business. All right. And so now she has a few really cool uh, YouTube videos up. I used another AI tool to create her YouTube video. And then I downloaded it and went to Canva and strung them together, and then downloaded that and then put it up on YouTube. So you'll see it has multiple layers in order to get to that one space, right? And that was Descript, right? And so again, that's another tool that everybody's kind of familiar with. If you're not familiar with, you got to come to the VIP so I could break all that process down, so I can show you exactly every step that I took with Terry to get her business to this pace, this space, right? I even helped her through ChatGPT find other places that will help her manufacture her product at a cheaper amount so that she doesn't spend retail or wholesale price. She can get bulk prices, which is even better than her current prices. I have an actual group in Atlanta that has apparel business blanks, and they buy at bulk and they pass the bulk price to you independent. You do not have to pay wholesale prices. Okay. And then I had another person who was standing with me in a line, and I was waiting to get like some water and something else. Speaking of water, I should have some. And anyway, um, she said, oh, could you make one of me? And I said, sure. What's your name? She said, such and such. So I took my laptop, I put it down to ChatGPT, and I said, describe yourself. And she said, look at me. And I said, okay, cool. You got braids, caramel skin, blah, blah, blah. You're wearing glasses. Okay, let's see if we can come up with something. And so I created a Pixar. I love Pixar characters. They look really cool. And so I used, the Disney type. And I said, okay, let me use the prompt to come up with one for you. And tell me what this person's doing. She said, oh, she's in the office by a window and some plants. And I said, no problem. And this is what came up. Boom, right? Using the ChatGPT DALL-E example. But I used also there's a way to prompt this. And again, this is called prompt engineering. And I'll be going over the deep dive into prompt engineering over the 5 days of the VIP that you will get access to. Okay. And so the link will be available. All you got to do is check out in the comments somewhere and you'll find that, right? I'm not selling it here because that's not the purpose of this. I just telling you about it. It's coming up. So keep your eye out if that's interesting to you. All right. And then my son, he is a NASCAR guy, right? NASCAR guy. And I didn't even notice. When he got to college, he got involved with like checking out NASCARs. And he was like, yo, Dad, I really like NASCAR. I want to have my own shirt. And I was like, okay, cool. So let's come up with some designs for NASCAR. And so I went on ChatGPT. I first went on Midjourney and I couldn't get the words to do what it's supposed to do. I went other places and I couldn't get that. So I was able to create the design and then layer it on what they call blank backgrounds. And so I picked a blank background off of what's called um, Printful, and Printful allowed me to put my background on it and then show it what it looked like on a t-shirt, and bam, I use that. So that's the same thing I told Terry we could do to help her with her business. And I said, you can now start sharing and showing. And then I went to she at the time, before I even knew how to use Gamma, I did a website for her, AI website, and through Wix. I don't personally like that website, and I didn't like the way that it worked, but it was cool to get started. But I would definitely use Gamma moving forward, because it's just better interface, right? And so got her going on that, have her set up where she can do this stuff, and it's amazing, right? And so the goal is to make sure that people can make cool stuff. This is one of my favorite sketches that I did from a prompt that I created using uh, black chalk. And I was like, I fell in love. I was like, this is the kind of art I want to do with AI. If you can see the emotion on the eyes, the perfect, way in which they demonstrated the two places. I wanted Harlem, New York, and I wanted this. I did a male and a female because I'm building a brand around uh, youth development. And so this was my goal, to go out there and do this. I also wanted to put something out there to get people excited about AI, because sometimes this is how you feel, right? You feel overwhelmed. You feel like it's just too much going on. It's like, how do I even move forward, right? Well, you move forward with a good instructor who will take his time and share step by step by step how you can get stuff done, and how it will also help you train your GPT to do a specific thing, or train ChatGPT to do some specific customized things, right? I want you to be able to take, the deep dive into this so you can get the result that you've really been looking for, all right? And this will help you move forward as well. And if you saw my original ad before I had to take it down and redo it, I had some images here, a military image. I actually created a GPT. This is it right here, where it specifically looks for scholarships for high school exiting youth to go to college. And it helps them find 30, 40, 50, $60,000 scholarships. Specifically looks out and scours the internet, finds the contacts, sets up like what it is, gives them a description and some other things. I will be sharing how you can make your own GPT. And this is something that is coming really fast because of the bot world, right? Between now and then, you'll also learn how to create your own bot. Let me give you the insight on that, Skinny. So I showed you that you can go to AppSumo and scrape information. So you might be asking, like, so what else would you do? Well, Messenger. Facebook Messenger allows you to send information for advertising, because it's built for you to have a conversation. So imagine a bot coming into your Facebook Messenger of someone else that you don't even know while you're sleeping. And first of all, how many times can you have that conversation? Put it in chat or comment, right? I'll give you the answer. One person at a time. You might be able to talk to a group if you're on a group chat or something, but in Messenger, one person at a time, right? However, you can create a bot that will talk to thousands of people at one time, up to 10,000 people at a time, within hours and then seconds and then minutes. And it ask them questions. So what do you want to do? What kind of scholarship you looking for? How long you want to go to college? What college do what region you want to live in? What da, 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 da. What's your household income? What's your this? What's that? And then it asks all these questions to qualify them. And then it says, okay, bing, here's what I have for you. It is absolutely phenomenal. And so that's what's coming next, right? So my name is Dwayne Ross. I'm the CEO of Dwayne Ross Consulting LLC. This is a company built around coaching and consulting for individuals who want to change their lives. I base it on what's called discover your tag, your talent, your ability, your gift, and put it to work in the earth. I'm the author of the book, No More Crumbs, celebrating you discovering your tag and putting it to work in the earth. I'm inviting you to take a ride with me as I grow in this AI. As you saw in the beginning, I said that I was a 3. I'm not a 4. I'm not a 5. I'm not a 6. I'm not a 10. Um, I'm not really even the boss. I love the fact that I was introduced that way, but I got to tell you, every single day, I'm learning something new. And what I learned when I first started teaching anything is that the more you teach it, the better you get at doing it. And so I started just jumping right in to teach different things. And people have DM'd me and they come in, hey, how do I do this? How do I do that? Can you show me this? Can you show me that? And so I'm taking all that collective information and knowledge and I'm putting it together in a 5-day VIP only workshop. It's going to be $197, but because you're here and you're somewhere around here and you saw the video or you saw the recording, or all you got to do is click that yes, you have the recording. And here is how you get $50 off, right? Here's how you get $50 off. You're going to go and say, hey, you know what? AI Firestarter. Okay. This is not a live link yet, so you can go there, but you're going to see there's just a landing page waiting because I wanted to wait till I had this event, and I'm not excited about just who showed up today. This event is going to go repeat, 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 repeat. I'm going to be advertising it for the next couple of weeks, and then boom, I'm hitting it with this 5-day masterclass, monetize your expertise. All right. And it's $197, so you don't have to guess. Yes, I will have where you can have 3 payments. You're gonna have to make a $97 deposit, and then you're gonna have to pay two other payments of $50, and that'll be available to you wherever you see the link and you decide. All right. It's a VIP only event, so you can't come if you didn't come to this. So you got to watch this first to even get to this part because I'm not advertising it that way. All right. I really want people who really want this to come to this thing. Right. And it's going to go real deeper. It's going to definitely give you some insight on a number of different things that you're going to just be like floored that you can do. All right. You're going to be able to assess things. You're going to be able to analyze things. We're going to do hot seat where you're going to tell me your business. I'm going to walk you through these processes so you can actually, use the process yourself. I'm going to share with you my secrets. I have a couple of secrets that I learned from Brian and his team that I did not share tonight. That I am just flawed with my results because they're just phenomenal. And I just want to be really, 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 really good at them before I share them out to the world. But I guarantee you that when I do this 5-day masterclass, you will get the best of that information. Okay. We're going to talk about text embedding. How do you embed text so that you can text message back and forth people with a bot so it can answer things for you and answer them, right? We're going to talk about personalizing all of your stuff and making sure that you have the right colors. How do you find the right colors? What colors do you have? How do you identify those colors so that your branding matches up? I'm going to be inviting some other voices. It's not just going to be my voice, but you're going to hear from storybook storytellers. You're going to hear from children book authors. You're going to hear from a person that deals with how do you get rid of what's called this idea what we call it imposter syndrome, right? Because some of us think that we got to be the top of the top in order to get something done, and you don't, right? We're going to be talking about this idea of how to use what's called a 3-bullet sentence that will get us to where we need to be quicker, which is phenomenal that you don't even have to worry about. It's how you set the prompt up in 3 sentences. I'm going to show you how to do this Pixar this is phenomenal as well because you can take it and make it actually talk. I tried it. I did it. You could see that on my YouTube channel and on my Facebook page that I actually did that with my photography class because I teach photography, digital photography at the beginner level. And I'm putting together this thing the same way other people have done it, right? Where I'm going to talk about mastering the chat GPT, understanding, how it relates to your business, expanding your GPT account and why it's important, how to create different things. 5 days hands-on masterclass using ChatGPT so you can monetize what you already know. See, you're an expert somewhere about something. You've been experienced with something. So I hope that you got something out there. I only got 3 minutes left for some questions. Anybody have any questions, go ahead and share. I'm, as Beverly said in the beginning, I'm really, really just like over the moon excited about ChatGPT, about AI, about its use in the hands of the people that need to use it. You can watch it pass you by, or you can embrace it and just allow it to be your help. See, Google helped people stop wasting time looking for stuff. Now you can use AI tools to actually bring more time back to yourself because you give that to someone else. So anything that you say, oh man, this sucks, I hate doing it. Let's see if AI tools can do it for you. It's iterative because it reads, it answers, and then it gives you a result. There are biased responses, but you can reduce the bias by training it with your own voice. We're going to go over all that. And then, we're going to tell the world what you do. And now you're going to be able to do it at a much higher level. Prompt engineering is the key to getting started with this. If you're not already in the background doing something, it's a large language model, which means it's been trained on all the knowledge of all the world with all the documents, all the videos, all the stuff. And it's been training on this stuff since 1950s, not yesterday. Okay. We didn't even cover text to video. We didn't cover text to songs, audio. Oh my gosh. In the VIP, we're going to go over all of that, right? I'm going to show you ways to optimize your prompt so you get the correct information in so you can have a paradigm shift when it comes to how you use these tools. You want to be the subject matter expert at work. You want to be the subject matter expert at your job. So I'm going to turn it back over to Beverly to roll us out. Thank you so much, everybody. Take care. We'll see you on the next page, the next post, the next YouTube video, or the next live, or right here at the VIP Elevate Your Expertise Summit that's coming up. And that masterclass is going to be 5 days. Holla. Talk to you later.
Well, thank you, Dwayne. I mean, that was very informative. I would be saying at this point, put some fire in the chat because Dwayne Ross, the new AI boss that came in, and you've given us some powerful resources, some insight of how to utilize AI for our benefits. And it's not just to have a play tool. I think everybody can see. I know I was envisioning things that I could do to enhance my business, my marketing, creating content, things I didn't know, tools I hadn't heard about before or either forgot about. So I think Dwayne is putting in the link in the chat. And then if you are on YouTube, for the AI fire starter, I think he said it's the link is going to be active soon, but stay tuned for more information. So with that, we're going to close and say thank you for joining us and just embrace it. Don't be afraid of it because AI is going to need to have, like Dwayne said, a person behind it. So you be the person behind the AI. Thank you. And yep, he put the link in the chat. He said it's coming soon. All right. Thank you and have a great day.